BTS News Today, Seoul, May 30th, 2025. The K-pop world has once again been shaken by shocking news and at the same time making the hearts of armies around the world tremble. Not because of the release of a new album or a spectacular appearance on stage, but rather by rumors that are slowly starting to become a hot topic on various social media and fan forums. Jungkook, the golden magne of BTS, is rumored to be in love with fellow group member Park Jimin. This is nothing new for BTS fans. The closeness between Jungkook and Jimin has been a concern since their debut. However, what was previously considered a mere bromance or a strong friendship is now beginning to be seen from a different point of view, especially with the emergence of several emotional moments and meaningful interactions between the two that have occurred in recent times. The last few days, the fan base was shocked by a video that was widely circulated on Twitter and TikTok. The video shows Jungkook looking at Jimin with a very deep and emotional gaze. Many say that the gaze is not just affection as a friend, but sincere and hidden love. Jungkook's reaction to the video went viral, leading to the hashtag #JungkookLovesJimin, which quickly became a worldwide trending topic, not only from the video. Other signs began to be highlighted by fans who have been very sensitive to the members' relationship. During one of their previous live sessions, when Jimin talked about his feelings and the difficult times he went through, Jungkook looked very emotional. She almost cried when Jimin said, "I don't know if I'm good enough for everyone, but I always try." When that moment happened, Jungkook, who was sitting next to Jimin, was seen holding Jimin's hand as if to say that Jimin was never alone. Many soldiers considered that the act showed feelings that were more than just colleagues or close friends. In a recent interview, Jungkook was lightly questioned by the host about who he trusts the most among BTS members. Without hesitation, Jungkook immediately replied, "Jimin Hyung." He then smiled a little and added, "She knows all sides of me, even the ones I never show to others." That statement sounds familiar to some. However, to ARMY who knew Jungkook's every expression and understood his body language, the sentence was like a veiled confession. Shortly after, Jimin looked surprised and just laughed while looking at Jungkook. Their gaze at the moment was recorded and became one of the most reposted clips by international fanbase accounts. Is Jungkook really in love with Jimin? Or is this all just too deep fan interpretations? To understand this possibility, we need to trace the history of the relationship of both from the beginning of their careers. Since his trainee days, Jungkook and Jimin have had a unique relationship. The older Jimin is always seen protecting Jungkook, even admitting on several occasions that he feels Jungkook is like his own younger brother whom he wants to take care of. On the other hand, Jungkook also often shows his affection in his trademark way, sometimes nosy, sometimes silently watching Jimin in silence. In the documentary Burn the Stage, there is one moment that fans remember very well. Backstage, when Jimin looked exhausted and disappointed with his own performance, Jungkook came over and hugged him without saying anything. The hug may seem simple, but for many, it is a form of deep support. Not only that, in some of their solo songs, fans began to find common threads that led to each other's deepest feelings. Jimin's song Promise and Jungkook's song My Time are often associated by the ARMY as two sides of one story. Promise, which is full of hope and sacrifice, and My Time, which tells about the search for identity and loneliness, two songs that, when listened to at the same time, seem to create a touching emotional narrative. Recently, After several BTS members have served in the military and the group's activities have become more limited, the relationship between Jungkook and Jimin seems to be getting closer. Jimin, who had completed part of his military duties, was seen frequently visiting and sending support to Jungkook. Even on one occasion, a personal letter from Jimin to Jungkook leaked to the media. The contents of the letter showed such deep concern and affection, making many people again wonder about the boundaries between love and friendship between them. The reaction of the fans was mixed. Most of the army felt happy and moved if it was true that Jungkook had special feelings for Jimin. They believe that love is the purest form of human relationship, and if both love each other, then it is a thing to be celebrated, not hidden. However, there are also a small number who still have difficulty accepting this possibility, especially because there is still a strong culture of traditional masculinity among certain K-pop fans. Nevertheless, love knows no boundaries. If what Jungkook feels for Jimin is true, then this is not just about ordinary love stories, but also about courage. The courage to love without fear of the worldview. The courage to be yourself, even when the whole world is watching. Until now, there has been no official statement from Big Hit Music or from Jungkook and Jimin directly related to this rumor. However, their silence actually further builds public curiosity. Because as the saying goes, true love is not always spoken. Sometimes, love is only seen by the way a person looks at the person he loves. And in this case, Jungkook's gaze to Jimin spoke more than 1,000 words. On one rare occasion, Jimin once said, "I feel like my life has changed since meeting Jungkook. She's not just a sister to me. He is my strength when I feel weak." The remark went viral again amid these rumors. Many fans believed that the line was Jimin's hidden acknowledgement that Jungkook had a special place in his heart. Meanwhile, in international army circles, discussions about a possible romantic relationship between Jungkook and Jimin are no longer taboo. The Taekook and Jungkook communities have long been two active camps, but this news makes Jungkook's name rise massively again. Fan art, fanfic, and video analytics are flooding platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and Weverse. Content creators are also vying to discuss the chronology of romantic moments between the two, as if the world is preparing to receive a love story from two of the biggest stars in the Korean music industry. However, what will happen if they finally confirm these feelings? Will the Korean entertainment world be ready to face the fact that two of the most popular male idols can love each other? The question still hangs, but one thing is certain, love cannot be hidden for too long. At the end of their latest live broadcast, Jungkook sang an acoustic song while staring at the camera screen. The song was not from their official track list, but rather a cover song called "Until I Found You," whose lyrics talk about finding someone who completes life. While singing the last verse, his smile softened and his gaze fell on the direction where Jimin was sitting in the studio. The moment was captured on camera and became one of the most viral moments in BTS's post-2025 history. Millions of people are waiting for answers. Is love real? Is Jungkook really in love with Jimin? Or are they all just flowers of hope strung together by the hearts of fans? The answer may not come today, perhaps not in the near future. But the world has seen enough to believe that between Jungkook and Jimin, there is something that can't be explained with just the word friend. They understand each other, heal each other, and take care of each other more than anyone else. Whatever the reality behind all this, one thing is certain: love, whether it be in any form, is a beautiful thing. And if that love came from Jungkook for Jimin, then the world can only be grateful to have witnessed such a pure and meaningful story. We don't know if they will confess, but we know what their eyes say, and sometimes that's enough.